Who is the best centre-back pairing in the Premier League? Today we're going to be ranking all 20 teams from S tier to F tier. You don't want to be on F tier, Bournemouth fans. Look away now. The rules of today's rankings, we're going to be judging the players on form from this season. We're judging Virgil Van Dijk on the 22-23 season, not the 18-19 world-class level. The players also have to be fit, so there's going to be no Laporte, no Ibrahim Konate, etc., etc. But also the players have to have played together this season in the Premier League as either part of a back three or a back two. So no Soyuncu and Johnny Evans, unfortunately. Right, anyway, I think it's probably time to dive into the rankings. This is going to get tough. This is going to get hard. Get into the comments below who you think should be an S-tier player, who you think should be an F-tier pairing. Right, first and foremost, I think we've got to start with in one place, and that, of course, is Arsenal. William Saliba and Gabriel have been their starting centre-back pairing this season, and for me, we're going to start with a bang today, guys. I am putting them in S tier. I think they've been the best pairing of defenders in the Premier League this season. Their blend of aggression, aerial duel ability, winning tackles on the deck, but also the number of clean sheets that Arsenal have managed this season. They have been absolutely fantastic. I'd love to put Ben White in there as well, but he has been playing right back. Right, let's move on to Aston Villa, who have gone with Mings and Konsa in this. Of course, Diego Carlos started the season, but got himself injured. We're going to throw those two into E. Villa have not been commanding at the back. Mings' form has been pretty poor, and Konsa has been in and out of the side. So we're going to rank them in the E tier this season so far. We've done Arsenal, we've done Aston Villa. It is now time to talk about Bournemouth, who this season have been playing a back three. We've got Lerma, Mepham and Kelly, and I think it's pretty obvious to say Bournemouth have conceded the most goals in the Premier League this season. They lost 9-0 to Liverpool. We're putting that back three in the F tier as one of the worst in the Premier League. Right, let's move things on. Brentford, who have played a combination of a back three and a back two this season. Their back two has been Johansson and Ben Mee, who have looked pretty good together, and they've also gone with Zanka, Janssen and Mee as well. So we've got two combinations. I'm going to put their centre-back pairing back four ahead of the back three this season. I think that allows them to play a little bit more aggressive up the pitch. They get an extra attacker in as well, so you can see the likes of Visser and Burmo joining Tony up front. So I quite like that. So we're going to go with the back two, Ben Mee and, of course, Johansson. I think they've been pretty decent this season. Defensively, Brentford again performing ahead of the expected numbers. They have conceded a number of goals this season, 9 goals this season. But yeah, I think they've been pretty decent as a pairing together. Right, let's move through to another team. Graham Potter's Brighton. Without Graham Potter, this is when we're ranking it right now. With Graham Potter, you're looking at the likes of Veltman, Dunk and Webber have been absolutely outstanding. When you're looking at the statistics, the goals conceded with 5, only Wolves have conceded fewer. 3 clean sheets in the Premier League as well. They've only conceded 45 shots on their goal, only better by Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Graham Potter did a madness at Brighton, so I am going to be banging the Brighton defence, or the centre-back pairing, or trio, should we say here, into the A category. Do get into the comments if you think that is incorrect and let me know. Right, moving forward to Chelsea. Chelsea's a bit of a difficult one. Difficult to find their strongest pairing this season. We've gone with Koulibaly, Thiago Silva and Cucurella. This is going to be a bit of a controversial one, but I'm putting them in C tier right now. The work that Graham Potter's got to do to improve this defence will definitely get them up to an A tier, but right now they've been quite poor. Koulibaly's been sent off. He's made a number of mistakes. Thiago Silva looks more exposed this season, and Cucurella's still getting involved with the style. But I think this defence, when Graham Potter's in charge, could easily be one of the best in the league. But right now, on the form of this season, they are in the C tier. Right, moving forward to Joachim Andersen and Guehi, the Crystal Palace back two. I think that's simply a B. Solid season once again. Joachim Andersen has been the star of the show. Big performances against Liverpool and Arsenal. His long passing is absolutely ridiculous. Those two, again, have been very, very good. Moving on to Fulham, Tosim and Ream. Again, I don't think they've been bad. I don't think they've been outstanding. So we're going to drop them with Chelsea's back three in C. Of course, Mitrovic is the star of the show at Fulham. Their centre-halves have been covered by his attacking impetus. Moving forward to Leeds United, we've got Robin Koch and Diego Llorente. Again, I think they're probably a C or a D in terms of their performances. I wouldn't say outstanding. Maybe we'll throw them in D. I think there is room for improvement. They've conceded, quite a few goals this season, so let's jump them in there. Next up to Leicester City, the team that currently sit bottom of the Premier League in disarray. They've conceded 16 goals in the Premier League this season. Only Bournemouth have conceded more goals. We've got two pairings for them. We've got Wilfred Ndidi and Johnny Evans, but also we've got Daniel Amate and Johnny Evans, and they're going to go straight into F tier. Leicester City have been pretty atrocious defensively this season, and their centre-back pairing has been an absolute mess. They probably should have let Söyüncü go in the window. They should have sold Wesley Fofana so much earlier than they did, which has been a massive problem with their season, going forward. Right, next up, Liverpool. Could be a combination of Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, or Joel Matip and Virgil van Dijk. I think we'll go with the better pairing out of those two. For me, it's Joel Matip and Virgil van Dijk have been, are the best pairing. But I don't think their form's been that good this season. I think they've been caught out, especially on the right-hand side of the pitch. Of course, Trent has been exposed for his defensive shortcomings, but the centre-back on the cover hasn't really done a lot of justice for the Liverpool team. Fabinho's form's been pretty awful, so they've had a lack of protection. So I'm putting them in C. Again, through the season, through the games and the improvement, they could shoot up with more protection at right central midfield, going when Henderson returns to fitness. I think they'll be a lot better, but right now in the C category for me, Virgil van Dijk is no longer standing on the top of best centre-backs in the Premier League. Talking about defences being decent, next up, we've got Manchester City. We've got John Stones and Ruben Diaz, of course. Stones has been injured this season. Diaz has been injured this season. Laporte's been off. But I still think they've been superb as a footballing team. Of course, this season just conceded 6 goals. So again, the fourth best record in the league. But the best statistics for the City defence, they've conceded just 35 shots on their goal, which is pretty decent. You've got to give a lot of credit to Stones and Diaz, not only for their defensive work, but their possession work as well. Right, let's continue through. Next up, we've got Manchester United. No, it's not Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire that would probably be in the F category. It is Rafa Varane and Martinez, who simply have been fantastic together as a pair. The performances against Liverpool, against Arsenal, have been outstanding. Martinez's South American aggression combined with his ability on the ball. And Varane looks better than he has done in a Manchester United shirt. He's showing form of his Real Madrid days. He looks calm. He looks like his communication is absolutely down. I'm putting these in the A category. Second best in the Premier League for me as a pairing. Looking really good this season. Get in the comments below if you disagree with that. Should they be in the S category? Or should they be in the B category? I'm going to go with A. We'll bang them in there. Right, next up, we're going to go with Newcastle United. Fabian Schär and, of course, Sven Botman. I think there's more potential for these guys to come. We're going to stick them in B. The more they play together, the better they're going to get. Talking about combinations that are going to continue to get better, I think we'll throw Southampton into B as well. Bella Kotchap got a call up to the German squad because his form has been so good this season. Great performances against Manchester United and Chelsea. And of course, Salas, who has that raw potential, needs to just cut out those errors. Then we could see them in the A category for sure. But a fantastic pair of centre-backs. Next to Nottingham Forest, we have gone with Worrell, Nikita, and of course, Scott McKenna. Not been too great this season. I don't think they're the worst of the worst, but I think they'll be dropping into the E tier. Next up, we've got Spurs' defence. Christian Romero, Eric Dyer and Ben Davis. I think they go straight into the A category for me. 3 top quality centre-backs who are all playing really well. Big shout out to Eric Dyer as well. His form as a centre-back has been very, very good. Next up, West Ham United, Timo Kehrer and Kurt Zuma. I think that's a C for me. I don't massively like the signing of Timo Kehrer. I like what Kurt Zuma's done on the pitch, but still, I'd put them in the same bracket as the Chelsea defence, as the Liverpool defence right now. And to round things off, the final centre-back pairing, Nathan Collins and Max Kilman. I think I'm going to put them in a B tier as well. I think those two have been fantastic this season. But guys, do get into the comments below. Let me know what you think. We've got Arsenal, S tier. Manchester United and Man City centre-back pairings in A tier. Chelsea in C. Liverpool in C. Let me know in the comments below. Of course, I have been Statman Dave. Subscribe if you're new. Check out all the other videos on this channel as well. There's some absolute bangers over there. We will see you next time.